here goes. I'm going to tell you about shows that I liked watching, not only as a kid, but even recent shows that I watch, even one that I've watched today. But first of all, we're going to start out with the shows I've seen as a kid. And not just consisting of cartoons. Well, Thundercats would be one. Smurfs would be another cartoon I've seen as a kid. Freaking trying to think. I also watched Xena Princess Warrior as a kid. I used to watch Buffy. I also used to watch Hercules. What other freaking shows? Oh yeah, when I was a teenager, there was a show out called Lex. There's a movie before that show even came out. I don't think I know too much about it. Just know enough that I've seen the show. It's like a sci-fi kind of program. But yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, then I'm sure you'll be able to input on here and crap like that. But yeah, I've watched a lot of sci-fi programs, like Stargate SG-1. Let me see. Watched a lot of sci-fi programs throughout my life. Not sci-fi, I mean, supernatural sort of programs. Fuck. I just think of something completely different and it just goes, alright. Oh yeah, I've seen Full House when I was a kid. Freaking stuff I watch now? Well, I like the show Face Off, where the people make costumes and they compete to become a winner or something like that. They get prizes, money, crap like that. Again, all that fascinated with is the fact they make costumes. So, I just think last season should have been a lot longer. They just cut it way too damn short. But I would have liked that if they continued this season to be even longer than what it was. But, you know, I mean, I'm going to be super psyched when the next season comes out, because I love things that are very creative. I like seeing what people can do as far as making costumes goes. I'd like to make a costume, but I would like to have someone teach me how to do it. Someone who's a professional that knows how to make costumes. Have the stuff that they made in freaking Face Off. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I'd like to, because it seems fun, but it seems like a lot of hard work. So I would just partner up with someone who's real experienced and have them teach me, you know what I mean. That's if I had the kind of resources to do it. I'd like to one of these days. Also, what else would I like to do? Well, I'd like to do more than acting, to be honest. I'd like to direct my own movies. That'd be so cool, because I have so many ideas. Basically, the horror, sci-fi-ish type of things. Some comedies, perhaps. That, and I'd also like to make my own cartoon. Oh yeah, speaking of cartoons, I've watched South Park. I've watched Prank Yankers. It's more of like a puppet show. But it's hilarious. My nose itches, sorry. Another show I watched is like an adult cartoon called Metalocalypse. Oh, I freaking love that show. I mean, you'd have to watch it to really understand why I love it so much. And then there's Robot Chicken. Superly awesome. Freaking, I try to think of other stuff that I like watching. Mm, Robot Combat League. Watched a couple programs of that. Episodes, whatever. Not too many of them, but just enough to really get into it. Something like that. Um, Even a lot before that, they had shows that I would watch where they'd have people make these really, smaller versions of what you see in Robot Combat League, obviously. But you'd make robots, right? They'd fight them, and I don't remember what the hell the two programs were that did that. But freaking, I enjoyed the hell out of that. It's like more like a cyber sport, really, you think about it, 'cause it's not like all that physical. But with the Robot Combat League, it's more physical than the other one was because like you have somebody moving, dictating how the damn robot is supposed to move, basically. Trying to think. Forget. Oh yeah, Lost Girls is another one I've watched episodes of. It's pretty good. And let's see, what else have I watched? It's kind of hard to like summon the thought in my brain, but there's a show on for a while. Biology show, I think it was. Like Biology Channel, whatever. But this program is called Cursed, and it talks about people, their experiences of being cursed. I got into it was rather macabre watching those shows, basically. But it just shows how badly someone can mess you up with a curse. Let's just put it that way. Like the different various curses a person can have against them and crap like that. And then I watch a lot of ghost programs. Oh, trying to think what they're called. Paranormal State is one. I can't really summon the other names for. Fuck, that sucks. But let's just put it this way, I watch any sci-fi program I can get a hold of. And any, I meant to say supernatural sort of program. And yes, I've seen Supernatural before in the TV series. I've watched Charmed before, too. Episodes of Charmed, whatever. I just say Charmed. I'm really trying to think on that one. Oh yeah, I've seen Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Apparently there must have been like a original version of it that came out before the more modern one that everyone knows of. I'm not precisely sure when that one came out. I'd have to guess probably the 50s. Something like that. Believe it or not, I've actually watched some soap operas before. The only one I really got that into was like As the World Turns. Yeah, I know that's my little confession. Watched a little bit of it, only if it caught my eye and intrigued me. So you had some episodes that were entertaining, I guess. But yeah. Another cartoon that I liked watching when I was a kid was Space Goofs. Not to be confused for Space Ghost, mind you. Then there's some classic programs that I've watched that were before my time. Like Leave It to Beaver. I've seen episodes of that. The Monsters. I've seen the original Monsters and Addams Family. So I'm familiar with Addams Family. Even though they're going to be making a remake of Monsters, it just looks totally stupid. Doesn't even go by the true classic. Well, they're trying to modernize it, and they make it look so different, but they make it look really fucking lame. You know, I go on the first impression of what I saw of them. I just don't know if I'll watch it. Basically. But yeah. What else do I watch? Oh, I've seen Jackass before. I've seen the Jackass movies before. I like Jackass. Don't ask me why, I just do. Well, it's fun seeing people do stupid things. Well, there's a show similar to it called Secret Vision. Very similar to Jackass in a lot of ways, but sort of different. I would watch that too. But yeah, I'm pretty much obsessed about that. And oh yeah, and then I admitted to the fact that I like Beavis and Butthead in my Goth Confessions Part 2. Yeah, I like Beavis and Butthead. Don't even get me started. I mean, sometimes if I watch that movie, I'll get so caught. Not movie, that show. Well, I've seen the movie too. The Beavis and Butthead movie. But I will get so obsessed with episodes of Beavis and Butthead that I will start acting like both Beavis and Butthead. My friend Lindsay says she's more like Daria. Character Daria. Well, Beavis and Butthead refer to her as diarrhea. I like how Beavis gets hyper off of caffeine, and he just goes on and on about, I'm cornholio. He does this thing with his head. He's like, I'm cornholio! I am cornholio! Take me to your master. I need TP for my bunghole. Oh yeah, speaking of South Park, I have South Park episodes. Well, the most recent one. I'm probably gonna, get other episodes since I really like South Park. I'll tell you my favorite episode of South Park. That's the one where they had Paris Hilton. It was so funny. It was a cute episode too because Paris wants to buy Butters because she wants Butters to be her new pet, and she dresses him up in a bear costume. And Butters is trying to talk his parents out of it because he doesn't want to go with Paris Hilton because he's scared of Paris Hilton. Otherwise, like towards the end where they had the horror off with Mr. Slave, and Mr. Slave takes Paris Hilton and shoves her in his ass. I'm like thinking, wow, I never laughed that hard with any other South Park episode before. But there's plenty of other South Park episodes that make me laugh because I like the character Callie. Don't even get me started with. Weren't you high? Oh. Forget. And there's Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison had a sex change. So that was Mrs. Garrison. Oh yeah, and then they had the episode with the Goths in it. The Goths were totally awesome. I like those characters. Because they're so right about the Nazi conformists. They're so right about that. Nazi conformist bastards. Oh god, I laughed so hard on that one. It's okay to laugh. Freaking. And then they had an episode where like, these people in there were obsessed with Twilight. Freaking. And then the goths got so upset because everyone confused the Twilight obsessed people with goths. Because they would dress the part of a vampire practically. The Twilight obsessed people or whatever. In my opinion, they look more emo, really, when you think about it. That episode was funny. But just because you're a goth doesn't mean you have to necessarily smoke cigarettes or drink loads of caffeine. Yeah, I drink Mountain Dew. But you can be healthy too and be goth. A big freaking whoopee deal. I'm a very light smoker, so fucking what? And if anything, I like cigars. Flavored cigars. But I only do it on a very rare occasion. I'm not like addicted to cigarettes and cigars and whatnot. Don't want to be either because of what cigarettes can do to you. Oh yeah, if you really want a hole in your neck. Yeah. I know someone who actually has a hole in his neck and has a breathing device because he apparently smokes so much. I'm assuming that's why. But, yeah. You really don't want to have the health problems that smoking causes, so a little moderate here and there doesn't really hurt that much. But if you obsessively smoke, I guess it's more of an issue. Just like if you tan too much, you can get cancer from that. A little tan doesn't hurt anybody, but if you obsessively tan, it's totally ridiculous. But, shit. I hate how I get off topic sometimes. It's like, gosh, Connie. Like snorting. Alright. Let's try it. Oh yeah! I forgot to mention I used to watch Bonkers the Bobcat. It's a Disney cartoon. It's about this Bobcat who is a police officer. I was too obsessed about that cartoon all the time. I also like the Fall Apart Bunny Rabbit in there. A rabbit, he'd fall apart. He always had to be put together again. I know it's a really silly cartoon. But yeah, trying to think what else I would have watched during my time of living here in this world. Well, in this lifetime, I mean. Give me a moment to think. I've watched a lot of cartoons, so it's hard to, like, well, I even watched Woody the Woodpecker is good. You know, that kind of, I startled my cat when it made that noise. Wish I could do anything better, that whole Woody Woodpecker thing. Oh yeah, I used to watch Pee Wee Herman as a kid. Herman's any other program a little kid would watch. But I used to be real obsessed about Pee Wee Herman as a little kid. My mom couldn't stand Pee Wee Herman. What would happen is my dad would rent Pee Wee Herman tapes because he knew it got on my mom's nerves. And he'd put them in and have me watch them. And my mom would get anywhere near that TV, and I had an aggression issue. I don't know why that was. I just didn't like for people to fuck with the TV when I was watching something I really liked. I have a personal issue about people fucking with TVs while I'm trying to watch something. Had that issue as a kid. Much worse as a kid, though. Not so bad as an adult, though. But when I was a little kid, I was like, you touch my TV, you'll die. Except for my dad didn't. Except for my dad could pretty much get away with it, I suppose, because, you know, he knew how to deal with me. He knew how to discipline me. Let's just put it that way. But yeah. I was a little pesky little brat. I was little unrealistic. Unrealistic. I think I mentioned this in my video before, but when I was first learning how to talk, um, my aunt Liz, I think, told me that I should tell my mom that I should call my mom Big Ass as my dad Little Turkey, and I did it, and my relatives were laughing because they thought it was so freaking hilarious, and my mom told them, "Don't encourage her. You want me to spank her ass?" So that got them to stop laughing. It's still funny to this day, referring to my mom as big asses and my dad little turdy. Oh yeah, I used to watch Power Rangers a lot as a kid too. Go figure. I also remember watching Pokemons. I like Pokemons. Nothing wrong with that. Favorite character? Pikachu. Even though he's yellow, I like Pikachu. Because he's cute. So I'll make it for an exception, despite the fact that he's freaking yellow. I think it would be a cute name, like of a cat. Pikachu. I actually saw somebody took, it's not like, harmful dye, but they took like color, probably food dye, and dyed this cat's fur, and it was like a kitten, and they made it look like a freaking Pikachu. I always wanted to do that. A cat was just starkly white and just, dyed with food coloring, and make it look like a Pikachu. Pika, Pika, Pikachu! I don't know, once you start doing the whole Pikachu thing, it's like you can't stop. Pika, Pika, Pikachu! And then there's Charmander. Charmander, Char! Charmander, Char! Shit, don't even get me started with Pokemon. Oh yeah, I used to watch the cartoon The Tick. I don't know if you're aware of it, but the Tick had this obsession with spoons. He'd take a spoon, hold it up, and go like this, and go, spoon! Another thing that's funny about that cartoon is they had a mad bomber. My secret to you is that's where I get the inspiration for Dr. Coneville, the mad bomber, from that cartoon. His thing is he obsessed about this. He'd go, evil's right by me, yeah baby, yeah, burn baby, burn. He's obsessed about explosives and stuff like that. And it's like I said, yeah baby, yeah. And then another episode from Materic, they had this blob, like, monster thing that was alien, would eat brains. And it'd be like, yummy brains! And then there was this one villain that had this puppet that would say, read a book, stupid! No. And then there was this one villain that had like a pig for a leg. I don't know why. Dude, it was a really, really funny episode. There was plenty of fun. Like, for one time, in one of the episodes, there was this capybara, right? And the Tick swore that it was an actual dog. And he took that capybara home with him, and so it became his pet. And I was like, really? Well, they kind of made it do look like a dog. They kind of did make it look like a freaking dog, but it was a capybara. If you don't know what a capybara is, it's like a, I think a rodent type of thing. I'm not precisely sure what it is. But this thing is like so low on the food chain that anything could catch it because it's so fucking slow. And they don't fight back. They're very weak, capybaras are. Generally speaking, they are. They're like probably the weakest species of animals that there are. But yeah. Yeah, twice I think. What else did I watch? I know I watched a lot of Disney movies when I was a kid. Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, Mermaid, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. And then I've watched Tangled lately, you know, about Rapunzel. Yeah, that movie about Rapunzel. The Disney cartoon. Uh, gee, freaking think. Oh yeah, I've watched Shrek. How could you not watch Shrek and enjoy it, seriously? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know why did you do part-based thing? Hmm. Oh, yeah, another cartoon Disney sort of movie that I like. That would be Despicable Me. They're gonna come out with another one, and I'm so psyched. I like the first one. And then there's Megamind. I like Megamind too. I like when he hits his head in the window and he goes, "Oh, my giant blue head!" Ah, that was the most memorable scene in there. But seems strange to think with his they watch it. I'm getting a goofball. Uh, oh. What other shows were memorable I watched? I'm really trying to. It's like. It's strange to think because I know there's so many shows I've seen in my dang lifetime. I don't know why I'm doing that. Hmm. Suppose I probably need to make a list before I go down the line. I'm not very good at keeping track of crap, I suppose. What's the damn movie with children dinosaurs in it? Land Before Time? Yeah, I've seen it. Don't judge me. I was a little kid then, okay? I was a little kid when I watched Barney, too. Grew out of that phase quick. I remember when the Teletubbies came out. That was during April. Pretty much close to my birthday. Even though I've never watched Teletubbies. I've heard of them, but I've just never seen them. Well, except for when they made fun of Teletubbies on Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken notoriously makes fun of things. Oh yeah, Family Guy is another one I would watch, another show. Watch Family Guy, I enjoy that. Simpsons, I've seen that, and that show's been around as long as I have. I shit you not. I think it probably did come out the year I was born. If I'm not correctly mistaken. Oh, holy crap, my chest to think! Oh, I better not do that weird eye creep thing. Because then people just get creeped out. Well, if I can think of any more programs, I'll just continue it to part 2, okay? Bye-bye!